Good morning. It's day 38 and we are packed up and getting ready to head out of Uncle Johnny's. We had a great zero here and we are ready to get back on the trail. We have a nice uphill climb to get us started for the day and I think we're ready. So let's get started. Before we get started, I'm going to weigh my pack and see what it looks like today. I'm going to weigh my pack and then I'm going to weigh my pack and I think the pack. That's being brave. Oh my goodness. 32.3. And then if I add this, 33.9. Not good. Okay, we're saying bye to Uncle Johnny's and getting on the trail. We're gonna have to jump this rail with our highly athletic skills. And all the weight on my back. I had no idea my backpack was gonna weigh that much. I thought I was doing good and keeping it under 30. Now I gotta figure out what else I can do to lighten it, but 8.4 of it is food. And then I've got my 2 water bottles filled up. So it has to account for some of it. Look at how beautiful that is. What a gorgeous day to get back on the trail. That was a short road walk. And now we are heading into the woods for a nice climb headed towards Roan Mountain. But it'll take us about 4 or 5 days to get there, depending on the mileage we do every day. We're about 4.4 miles in, and we are at Curly Maple Gap Shelter. Not our ending point, but I'm gonna stop here for a little break. It's so funny when you go down the hill and you see something that looks like trail magic. All you do is smile all the way down. Well, you can't tell I'm red-faced. It is the warmest day so far, and we've had a climb the time that we've been out here. We still have a lot more climbing to do. So it's a hot, climby day. And the views are beautiful. Trying to make sure I'm drinking lots of water. I am consumed with trying to figure out a way to drop my weight. I think part of it is I'm overpacking on food. But even little stuff, I'm thinking about what I can get rid of, because this bag carries really heavy at 32 pounds. So I'm hoping if I could get it to 28, I'd be a real happy camper. So I'm gonna see about getting as close to that as I can. Right now, I gotta keep on climbing the climb. Taking over this mountain. We are a little shy of summiting Beauty Spot, and this is what you're walking alongside. So I think it's already beautiful. I'm up on this big bald right here, and there's a tree forward ahead of us, and it's partway up this last climb, I believe, and there's a bunch of hikers sitting down underneath the shade tree. Recouping. I think I may have to join them. Don't know if you can see them. Right there. We're just about at the summit. I stopped for about maybe 5 minutes at the tree. It's like a 20-degree difference. It was wonderful. But now I'm striving to summit the Beauty Spot. The views are spectacular. And there's season one back there. stop to take pictures. But I'm just wanting to get to that summit and knock it off the list. So it's been crazy climb today. I think what makes it harder is definitely the heat. Look at behind me. Phew. Let's see where we're at. We have summited the beauty spot. Kapow, boom. Now, let's see what lays ahead. Thinking we're probably going up over there, but we go down a little bit first. There's a campsite that we will run into. We might do lunch there. Well, I just stopped at this campsite to wait for season 1 and to go to the bathroom. And we are at point 4 from the summit, and there are bugs everywhere. I don't know if you can see them swarming, but I think this is definitely my hardest day, and I think the sun has a lot to do with it, but we've had some major climbs. I'll put the elevation gain on this at some point, but yeah, I got to get up and move a little bit or these bugs are going to eat me alive. But we are almost at the summit, and it's gonna be worth it. So, not side out. I'll talk to you soon. My brain is fried. We are going through this pine forest, and it smells so good. We're almost at the top of Yanaka Mountain, and there's all these little baby pines growing, and it's just very pleasant to be in shade at the top of the climb. And then we have a little bit of a climb a couple miles down to get to the shelter for tonight. We were going to stay at the campsite, but decided we wanted to conquer this mountain because it was such a beast. And so we're going to get this one done for today and be ready to move forward onto the next mountaintop for tomorrow. All right, we have conquered that summit of Yanaka Mountain, and now we are headed down towards our campsite, which is about, I think, 3 miles, and we'll have a little bit of climb, but mostly downhill. So, all right, another summit under our belt. And what a climb that was. That was tough. And it was hot and exposed. So we had a lot of direct sunlight on us, which I think, took its toll on us as we were climbing. But just tried to stay as hydrated as we could and took our time. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't go much faster than we were because just don't have it in the tank for that. But we did it. I'm happy. That was our last summit of the day. Now it's just cruising to get to camp. I didn't get to talk too much about the trail magic that we got today, so I want to do that now. So I asked the gentleman if I could videotape his story, and he didn't want it to be videotaped, so I respect that. He is out, he goes out several times a week and sets up on that spot and sets up chairs and umbrellas, and he offers lemonade, tea, coffee, and water. And he also bakes. He does brownies, zucchini bread, cranberry bread, I think banana bread, and not all of them every day, but he mixes it up a little bit. So I had cranberry bread, and he is I guess when he moved down, he's involved in a church, and he wanted to do more to serve like the community or the hikers, and so one of the people I think at church told him that this would be a good way to do that, and so he has been coming out ever since, and that's been about 10 years. And so it was such a blessing to come down off that climb and see somebody set up with Trail Magic. It just, once you see it, like I can't stop smiling until I get down there, and it just makes your day. It's just so nice, and they don't ask for anything in return. They're just out there giving and serving and loving on us and encouraging us. And so I know he won't see this, but I really do appreciate it, and thank you. And way to make my morning. So I wanted to make sure I included a little segment on that Trail Magic because I thought it was really special. So there you go. Well, we are at point 3 from our campsite. We had 2 more small climbs that did not feel small today. And now we are on the descent. I'm going to stop at point 1 to get some water. And then I will be heading into camp. It's 5:30 right now. So we will be to camp well before 6, which is a good day's hike. We started about 8:15 this morning and really didn't take any breaks. We didn't stop for lunch. We just kind of snacked along the way. We stopped a couple times for like a 5-minute break. And other than that, we have been going all day. So it's been a good day. It's been beautiful out, and it's been hot. I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to bring. I think there's a chance of rain. But for right now, we're just going to stay in today. We're getting ready to go into Cherry Gap Shelter, and I have a feeling it is going to be packed out. So I'm just praying that there's some tent spaces there, because we're whipped. It was a good day today. A lot of hiking, a lot of climbing, and I think the mile marker here is 361.7. So we are well on our way to 400, and now we just have to find a campsite, and then I have to try to hang my bear bag. I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll figure out a way to make it work. There's tea time next to season 1, and so now it's time to find a spot. Well, it's shelter life again today. Now I gotta find a tree to hang my line. There is my bag. Tea time was generous enough to let me hang it with him. I looked all over the place for a bear hang, and I tried like 11 times or 12 times to throw my line over this branch, and I was unsuccessful. So thank you to Tea Time for giving me a bear hang. Hopefully it'll get easier with time, because I don't think there's any bear cables or bear boxes for a while. Well, we are all ready to climb into our quilts and stay warm tonight. There is a chance of rain tomorrow, but today was the longest day that we have had on trail. We did 17.2 miles from Johnny's to the shelter, and we did over 5,000 feet of elevation gain. And so hopefully I will have a good night's sleep and get rested, because tomorrow we might be doing a 15-mile day. So just want to make sure that we get all that taken care of. We might be getting into Station 19E a little early, so if we figure that's going to happen, we're going to have to call and see if we can move our day by 1 and get in there a day earlier. That right there that you see to my left is Tin Cup. He is from Maine, and we've been hiking back and forth for a while. And then the guy that just kicked his leg back, that is Tea Time. He's the one who saved me today. So season 1 has a bear canister, so she doesn't have to hang her bear bag. And I am considering having my Ursack sent to me because it is really, really difficult to find a decent bear hang, and it takes a long time to find a branch that fits the right specs. So I don't want to take my canister if I don't have to, but I may resort to my Ursack, and that will also add more weight to my backpack, which isn't the direction I want to go. But grateful for today, grateful for the people here at the shelter. It's been fun interacting with them. The guy sitting down right there, his trail name is Honeybun, and he's a younger guy. He is from Michigan, really nice guy. And a couple of people here that we've been going back and forth with, and so it's fun to sit around the picnic table and chat with everybody and see what everybody's plans are for the next day. We don't all plan things together, but every once in a while we get lucky when I'll end up at the same place. So grateful for my new trail friends, and grateful that the day turned out as well as it did, and that I'm still upright and walking. My feet feel good. I need to stretch them out a little bit. My hip flexors are a little tight, but I'll try to work on those before I get into the shelter, which will probably be in the next half hour or so. So gotta sign off here so I can get that stuff taken care of. I will see you guys tomorrow. So goodbye, peace out, and I will see you in the morning.